Right on the dot. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the most generic intro you can think of. I didn't think of anything clever today, but you know what? That's okay. We'll leave the creativity for the players on the pitch because it's the third and final regular season week of this Bendigo Cup. My name is Formal. Joining me is Gex as we're bringing you our three final group stage matches to determine who's going into that top four and qualifying for, well, grand final day happening on Sunday next week.
Yeah, absolutely massive day. I apologize that we didn't start off talking about turkey like last time. Should choose another food topic to go to with our Indomie sponsor, but you know, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, huge day going into the finals. You know that these teams are looking for a qualifying spot because prize pool is looking good. First place would be $300, second is $150, and third place is $75. So everybody qualifying here is going to be fighting for that prize money next week. But this is the final week for the qualifiers.
So correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Because as we've established, math,
You're wrong.
not my strong suit. Oh, shoot. No, that didn't take long. But I was just going to say, $300, that's $100 a piece, you know, for the winning team. That ain't bad. That's a good day's work.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, it's a little bit more than one day. Let's be honest. It's going a little
Good
while.
4 days work.
There's a lot of pride on the line for these guys as well. I mean, they're fighting for Bendigo.
True. They are. They are fighting to be that best team within Bendigo, which I think is something well worth fighting for, something that the Big M's and What a Save are soon going to be showing us. They're going to be our first matchup, and What a Save, I have to admit, after last week, they've kind of emerged in my eyes as one of the favorites, maybe one of those only teams that can take down Homer One, despite only sharing one loss with Taco Norm. I feel as if Taco Norm's stock kind of went down a little bit, and What a Save stock went big ups after last week.
Absolutely skyrocketed. Yeah. I mean, we really had. It was the first time we saw them on stream, so we didn't know what to expect from them up until that point. It went insane once they got on stream. That one SSL play in particular really sent it hard through last weekend. However, you know, we were talking about the Greater Bendigo. This event, of course, is brought to you by the city of Greater Bendigo, and they're supported by a lot of really great partners here as well. So I'm going to go ahead and mention them now. AEL is proudly sponsored by Chatime Australia. That's our bubble team partner. I'm keen to see if we get any of that on the 18th when we're going to be down there for the LAN event in...
You said it was Logan before. I thought it was Ipswich.
Yes, Logan. Yeah,
it is
Logan.
Yeah, Queensland.
Logan Esports
in
Cup.
Queensland.
Yes, Queensland. Acer Predator Gaming, the PC partner for us. So gaming PCs out of this world, pre-built stuff, just really good support for everything there. So check them out if you're in the market for something that might push your gaming to the next level. Of course, pushing your gaming to the next level, we've got two more partners to talk about, and the next one is AOC Monitors, our gaming monitor partner. They have some of the fastest monitors out there right now, and really can push that, like I was talking about. And of course, if you want sound, you've got Rig Gaming. They're our gaming headset partner. They've been really supportive, and will be providing some of our headsets, I think, for that LAN as well, I'm hoping. So the last one we have to mention, of course, is one of our favorites. I know it's one of your favorites, Max, for sure, is the Indomie noodle partner. Indomie has some really tasty options there, and you compare them with a lot of things we were talking about last time, the turkey. Really any protein. We'll chuck any protein in there, won't we, Paul?
Absolutely. Just chuck whatever with them. It's one of those things that goes good with whatever you want. And yeah, it's part of still living that university lifestyle, even though I don't attend classes anymore. I guess I still kind of embrace it.
Bachelor.
Yeah,
Bachelor.
Yeah. Okay, I guess if you're going to call me out like that, I see how it is. Let's go to the pitch. Let's go to the game. I want to tell the players to jump in before we get too involved. As mentioned before, Big M's will be taking on What a Save. Big M's will be on our blue side, What a Save in orange. And considering only top 4 teams advance, Big M sitting in 6th place right now, I feel like their chances to advance probably a bit too dire at this stage. However, they can still play spoiler.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think they're actually doing really well at the moment. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're capable of. However, yeah, I mean, playing spoiler against a team that came up so strong last weekend, that could be tough.
It will be tough, I think, as we do take a look at the teams for the side of the Big M's. It's Naughty Fuzz, Cobloaf, as well as Streddle, as one goal is already scored by Cobloaf. So there you go. The French pastry gets one in under 15 seconds.
Actually, really good little ball control there. Tapped it right just to be able to get that around Civex. Civex is the man that we're going to be watching carefully. He's that SSL there on what a save, but man, really, really done very well by Cobloaf there to get that around him and set it up again here, but nobody available for it, and Civex is the man to push it back out.
Yeah, Civex, of course, as you mentioned, the Supersonic legend on What a Save, will be joined by Gaze as well as Dolmeista, and we'll see how this trio does perform an opening once again for the Big M's, as we see a dunk over the top of Civex, but the shot not quite on target, does fall to the left side of the net.
Ooh, that's away. Civex downfield again, and he is somebody I expect to have great defense. I'm actually very surprised that almost immediately into this match he was going to let anything past him, but it was a high quality shot that made that first goal, and now the Big M's are actually holding out. We're a minute into gameplay now, and that's an own goal. Cobloaf will be credited for it, but it's Gaze with the bicycle kick to send it into his own net. That's so disappointing for him.
That was a beautiful own goal. Like that's a top 10 own goal of the year right there. Bicycle redirect, 107 kilometers an hour. Jeez. All right, well, we got it out of the way early. I mean, it's done. We don't need
to be one good one per series.
Yep. No, it's just one per stream. I don't even go per series. I just say one own goal per stream, just to make sure we're set, we're good. As we watch Streddle try to dribble it across. That one was special though.
Yeah. Streetle nearly set something up there as well. They're playing so well as a team. And this is what I was saying about What a Save. They have Civex. Civex is a monster on field, of course. But, oh, that's another one. Cobloaf! What a touch!
Cobloaf is looking like a bit of a monster as well. And I'm pretty sure the one win that we saw the Big M's get happened on stream as well, where Cobloaf took off and performed really well. So maybe their record is less reflective of their skill at this stage and just more reflective of the inability to field a complete team at times. At the moment, 3-0 over the number 2 seeded team. I know they're coming in 6th place, but there's a chance that the Big M's, they can pull something crazy off today.
Yeah, and of course the other team in that kind of top 2 position there that we were talking about is Homer 1. And what I was talking about there was whether, you know, the power of that one SSL in Civex would be able to overpower Homer 1, whereas we're looking at What a Save, who hadn't, the Big M's, who hadn't really come into that thought yet, but they are a very well-formed team, and right now they are able to take on Civex in What a Save. I mean, obviously with the help of Gaze's own goal there, but definitely this is a team versus player match.
It definitely seems to be the case. Is whenever Civex has the ball above the net, like we just saw before, hovering it, getting that dribble ready, you have to hold your breath. You have to be ready for one of those crazy plays, because that's just sort of what Civex is going to be able to do. However, when you have a player that's so wrapped around one specific moment, one specific player, who is going to find a goal right here with 2:18 remaining, you'd rather have the game be a lot lower scoring, I feel like, than higher scoring, as 3 quick goals against one real threat does make it a lot more difficult to bounce back. We'll see if Civex can find another 2, though, in these final 2:18.
Well, they're going to have to, and that is plenty of time, especially with Civex on that team. He's a one-man army, so if Civex can get a hold of this and bring out mechanics, it's stuff like this. That's a top left shot to make its way down that crossbar to the midway point on the goal, but nonetheless, beautiful little touch, just a good outright beat onto Naughty Fuzz there.
That was beautifully placed by Civex, and again, because of the situation and the tempo of the ball, I don't believe that the Big M's had any idea that Civex would be able to just finesse that one into that top bin, essentially. So really well done, as Civex continues to sort of hunt for that equalizing goal right now. Puts one over the top of Cobloaf. Streddle misses, and we have a tie ball game.
We do indeed, and that took no time at all. Like I was saying, plenty of time in this to be evened up by Civex, and it did have to be Civex. All 3 goals on board. Dolmeister, only 8 points, is lagging behind a bit on What a Save, but we've seen him do well. Like the last time What a Save played on stream, he was supporting Civex well, so I am expecting more out of him throughout this. Isn't just me picking on the worst player or something like that. It's because I know he's capable of more.
I still think, we talk about, 218, that's more than enough time, apparently. It took him less than 30 seconds to score 3 goals. I just want to point that out real quick. That said, Straddle should be able to answer back, but Civex does find a way to get behind the play. A minute and a half remaining. Tie ball game, but you feel like the momentum has shifted back in favor of the favorites in what is saved. Koblov is going to buy some time, sets up Nutty Fuzz. That shot has to be accurate, and it is. Lead retaken by the Big M's.
And they need it desperately if they're going to hold this out against What a Save. You saw how quickly they were able to regain on that and bring it back. But I don't feel... we did see What a Save kind of mess around a little bit in the previous weekend. They didn't take their opponents super seriously, and it wasn't looking like it would have cost them at any point. But right now, I don't believe that's what we're seeing. I mean, Civex is taking this seriously. He wants to be at least one up in any series he's in, and right now they are behind by that 1 point. Of course, Big M's are not safe on a 1-goal lead. They're going to have to try and strike again, and Civex is defaulting to defense there. So he has reason to be worried. He fakes out one, but Koblov is there. Koblov has been such a big player for the Big M's.
Koblov has been stepping up for a few key touches, both defensively and offensively, but so too I feel as Naughty Fuzz, the pair of them, definitely proving to be a couple threats as Straddle will cross up the box. 25 seconds to go. Civex with boost with the ball. Gets past one defender, conserved a lot of boost in the process. Now going one-on-one against Koblov. Nearly gets the angle to put it through, but does steal the boost away. Is able to recover. Ball gets lobbed in front of the net. A massive bump, though, gets Civex out of the play and could secure the game.
Will Straddle play this slow? No, he's going to go for the shot. Civex blocks it just in time. But with 2 seconds left, Civex has to do this now. He
no way.
It well.
No way!
It's a 0-second goal, 4-4. We've gone overtime.
Dribbling it up the entirety of the field. I love that. Reads the defender, goes underneath, and then just puts enough of a touch knowing that Koblov is going to go for the bump. Fantastic individual effort from the one-man army. Civex taking his team kicking and screaming into this overtime.
You know what's really incredible is I'm pretty sure Civex was out of boost by the time he got to that pop-up. He nearly scores one immediately into this overtime as well, but doesn't get the pinch right. Koblov is the man who's very scary on the other side, and he's demoed away. Civex isn't going to let him put any fear into his teammates. Taken away immediately, but Civex is on a roll right now. He's looking like a monster, and every time he gets that ball, he gets it well upfield with good control.
That said, here comes Koblov with a chance, but a bit too far in front of themselves, and Civex on defense will be looking to take it past all 3 defenders, but with no possession of the ball, can't turn it into a shot right away. Now off the ceiling. Oh, this looks dangerous. Backboard setup. Here comes a teammate, and Dolmeista. That shot was accurate, but the save even better. Dolmeista on the second attack nearly gets a dunk through. A relentless attack coming from What a Save. However, we start to go back the other way as the Big M finally gets a chance on an overtime offense.
Oh, a good little touch there from Koblov. Nearly gets it past all 3. Double commit in defense could cost them here. Civex is on that backboard, but he can't get it away with any control. Where's the third from Big M's? They needed somebody on that fast. They did get it back. It hasn't cost them yet, but Civex is still on that backboard. They have to get it past him.
Well, unfortunately, they don't. The ball does get its way back towards that middle of the field where Gaze will be able to push it all the way towards that backboard. Koblov slowing the pace down, trying to bait attackers forward. Civex will be the one who challenges and, well, steals possession away from them each and keeps the offense off balance before getting it themselves and turns it into a shot and a goal. That's going to be a big lead in favor of What a Save. Game number 1 goes their way.
Does indeed, and it did take some effort though. I mean, as much as it came through off of a fairly basic shot from Civex in the end, it took so much for them to get there, and they were under fire, I would say, for the majority of that. That looked like Big M's game, and just taken away by one good play in the end. And Civex, look at the points racking up there. Over 1,100 points compared to, I mean, that's far more than the Big M's all put together.
That is a lot more than all of the Big M's put together as we head to Neon Fields for our second match. Civex just goes very, very hard. I know that's a little generic way to say it, but it will be interesting to see how this second game does play out. I do believe, though, that from what we saw from What Is Safe before, they did take a little while to warm up, I feel, then got really, really strong, and then kind of eased up towards the end. So game 1 going their way is going to be a bit of a blow, I feel like, for the Big M's, but once I think game 2 is also going to go What Is Safe's way. Game 3, though, is where we can start to see Big M's come back. That's just my prediction.
I gotta say, just from this performance alone, I think, oh, what a shot from Koblo! Picks it up, cherry-picked down just below the crossbar, and slots it in. Civex and Koblo, Gaze, both up trying to defend that, and the shot is just too good.
Very good shot. We'll see if they'll be able to keep that momentum going. Again, it was 3 quick goals in game number 1, and it wasn't enough to find the victory there. So even with an early goal in their favor, there's still a lot more work to be done. Streddle had a chance, but with that demo onto Koblo, the attack should fizzle in theory. We'll see if it will continue as we see the ball kind of sail across that middle of the pitch. Koblo on defense will be able to push it back.
It's a bit of a strong touch, though, where they could have maintained. Oh, that was nearly an own goal from Gaze. Just 50'd his own teammate. Civex still there. Won't take the shot onto net, but he does get bagged away from that. Streetle needs to get a quick center. Did try for the pinch to do so, but Civex, back in time, should be able to make this assault falter.
Well, we'll see what happens as we watch Civex go along that side wall. Gets the ball all the way towards the backboard. As we see another shot from Gaze, this one will be saved by Streddle, who will clear it across off of that backboard. And now looking to set themselves up once again as well. I feel so bad for the players every time we go to Neon Fields. I know it's a cool map and like the stadium with the rave, and visually it's eye candy for sure. But if Civex can make a play off the ceiling on this map, okay, I take it back. If Civex can do it, so can everyone.
Civex. Yeah, the thing is, he didn't have to make a wall read, did he?
Nope.
Those squares near invisible at range can be an issue, but Civex just takes it, gets that musty flick, and sends it home.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And, well, there we have it. Again, every play Koblo makes, I feel like Civex is doing like almost one-upping.
Yeah.
Do we just tell everyone to jump off the pitch right now and we turn this into a freestyle event? Because I'd be game for that. It's been a while. I need it. We need more freestyle.
Look, I agree with you. I love the freestyle events, but I feel like it'd be a bit of a slaughter here. Civex, Koblev is doing very, very well, but he is relying more on his team than Civex is, and the mechanics are far onto Civex's side of things here. Streetle, another good setup. This is the kind of teamwork that is winning things out for the Big M's right now. Of course, they're not able to take the first match, but it might be enough to take the second. Does get pushed away. Streetle will put that up, not too far from himself, and can take control. This is good play, but blocked away from Civex. Dolmeister in position. It's an open net.
No.
Can he find the angle? No, he cannot. And Koblo, the dribble coming away now. Can he get it past Civex? This is the challenge, but
Nope.
Civex comes away with the 1v1 skills as Koblo, I think, might have run out of boost there.
The reset passed out to Dolmeister. Did get kind of interrupted right there by Koblo, who turns it into a backboard clear situation. Streddle's going to throw it in front of the net. Easy save for Dolmeister, who has once again found Civex, but a good little stop from Streddle might open a doorway. Not going to be taken advantage of by Naughty Fuzz just yet. Saved by Civex.
Yeah, it was a nice high top corner shot, but Civex, anything that isn't full speed, like it has to be well over 100k an hour, or a good passing play like this. Koblo puts them up 1 in this game. Can they even up the series? A minute 41 left to find out.
Yeah, that was a good little redirect from Koblo right there, finding the back of the net, and with 141 remaining, let's see if this is going to be enough time to hold on to the lead. For last time, there was a little bit longer, and well, a little more goals had to be scored. But the comeback did happen this time around. Minute and a half remaining. Does Civex have another late goal in them? Well, this is already a good-looking setup. Ball gets all the way to the backboard. Koblo will have the read, though, and slow the attack down.
101 seconds might seem like not a lot of time to be able to take something back, but we've seen 30 seconds, 3 goals out of Civex. This is an eternity for the Big M's as they have to defend this, actually turning it into attack for a moment here, but Civex back too fast. That's a good center from Striddle. Has to be an opportunity.
Oh.
Naughty Fuzz just too late on it. There was no third man. There was no second attempt on that. And an open opportunity escapes the Big M's.
Yeah, Big M's needed that one to come through, and unfortunately for them, they come up a little bit short. They're going to get another chance, but again, unable to find that goal. Big M still are in the lead, though, and the longer they're on the attack, the better position they're in, although that's going to be a goal.
Not like this. That gets away from them so fast. Civex, just one good tap upfield, and Naughty Fuzz is outpaced by it. Just a little bit too much forward pressure. They do need to be able to fill that gap when they're on the attack and not let up that pressure, but not at the cost of that. It's just that little bit too far upfield. Naughty Fuzz can block this one away, but another close shot here. But opportunities still abound for what a save if they get this center in particular, but doesn't look like they will. We've been talking a lot about the mechanics of Koblof and Civex, but I've got to say, Streetle has set up here. He hasn't necessarily been the cleanup man. He has had 4 shots on goal, but he's had assists on both of the goals out of Koblof.
Yeah, no, Striddle's been really, really good, particularly whenever they seem to find possession just behind the middle of the field in terms of, like, getting either that aggressive touch or sometimes even the more delicate touch, like, for what's required. I've been really impressed with Striddle's maturity. That said, Not Fuzz will be the first one with a shot in this overtime. No goal to be found just yet. Striddle again playing setup, and this is one of those more delicate touches. It's a meatball up for grabs, and it's Striddle who actually takes it. Civex, though, was back for the save.
And that's where I think Koblof comes up on top in these finishing situations, is just the accuracy. He would have hit a top corner there, and it would have been much harder to save. Not impossible, and definitely not impossible for Civex, but harder nonetheless, and that pressure mounts. Right now, they're letting that pressure go. Koblof, a very smart decision there. He will handbrake turn onto that Dollmeister, stuck on top of him there. A great little pass in, but Naughty Fuzz backflips on that instead of the double jump. That quick aerial.
Oh, that's a shot!
Koblof! A shot taken away. This is the second overtime in this series already, and man, the stakes are high right here.
Yeah, this has gotten very interesting. What a save again. They're fighting to try and kind of establish themselves as that top 2 team, and they're being challenged by a squad with their back against the wall, kind of needing to win out today. And here we go. Civex doesn't have a look at Sid Gates, tries to throw it back to Dollmeister as we see what Dollmeister is able to do. Gets it across that middle of the pitch. Doesn't get that second touch, however. Civex will be the one who corrals it. Not a lot of boost to play with, but collects that midfield boost right as it spawns. Pinch off the roof, gets it to the corner, and they won't stay with the play.
Striddle does push that downfield. Koblof up. An opportunity again, blocked away well high off that backboard. Striddle will be the last man back, but Civex is there. Striddle gets the save. It's not going to be the simple goal to take it this time around. Striddle might have the finishing touch, though. It's off the backboard. One opportunity goes awry as Koblof might have just gotten in the way mentally there for his teammate. It's not enough to finish this off.
Not enough yet, but it's still looking good for this blue side as they take another couple shots. Big M's, they don't find it yet. Now Naughty Fuzz is going to try to clear some space. Defense in shambles, opening for Koblof to take that possession. They do aim to slow it down. Trying to cause someone on the defense to bite, but it doesn't open up the pathway they were looking for. Follow-up shot, not there. And again, this defense comes up big. Civex across the middle of the pitch, makes room, but then doesn't take the shot as Naughty Fuzz was waiting in the goal.
Goes on now, half a game length again in overtime here. These teams are very even, and like you were saying, one of these teams is fighting for second place. Fair enough, but one of these teams is performing out of their minds right now. The Big M's are going absolutely off, and they are fighting just to stay in this tournament at all. I think that's outrageous right now. They're playing so well. They're the ones shooting on target over and over again right now. Their teamwork is really holding up, and Streetle going to beat another. Civex has to make a save into the corner. Koblof, one chance, there's no power on it, and it's off target. The nerves getting to him there. That's not a shot he normally misses. In comes the shot from Civex. He'll finish it off again with a brilliant goal, this time off the ceiling. Gets that musty.
I think that was a Doomsy.
And what a shot.
I think that's the Doomsy flick, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think he did the full 360 before he hit it. It was definitely.
It was close.
He was looking for it.
It was close. It was very close. Either way, it was pretty dang sweet. That is how you want to end an overtime in style. What a save. Up now in this series, 2-0. Looking very good. Despite how close the Big M's are making it, unfortunately, they haven't been able to close off these games in that overtime. And that's just keeping them back right now. They've got one more chance to put it all together. Otherwise, well, with a loss in this series, as heartbreaking as it would be, Gex, that's kind of their hopes for a top 4 finish done.
Yeah, I know. It's brutal to watch because right now, frankly, I have to say, they've been the better team and they can't eke out a win here. The Big M's have been performing so well as a unit, and as much as Civex is coming up on top here, I don't think what a save is. It's Big M's effort that is pushing through here that I would say so far for the games we have streamed, this is top 3 material for a team.
Absolutely. I feel like it has been, and unfortunately for them, it's just run into that top 2 wall. But for the 3rd game in a row, it will be a quick kickoff and a quick goal going in favor of the Big M's.
Yeah, I think if anybody's going to be kicking themselves after the end of this series, if Big M's can't bring this back with a reverse sweep, it'll be Striddle, because he's had opportunities and the accuracy just wasn't there. I mean, they're under a lot of pressure, and Koblof has been able to handle those shots fairly well, but just one more sunk goal per game out of the many shots that Striddle has been able to take would have been the difference in those games. I think that he's definitely going to be feeling that, and that kind of pressure mounts. I don't think that he should feel too bad. They've been up against the likes of Civex on defense most of the time. It's a very tough ask for them. However, those opportunities still missed and games still lost.
Yeah, well, we'll see, though, at the moment, because they did open up Game 3 connecting on that opportunity, but so, too, will Civex look to connect here. That's actually a great save by Striddle, who does maintain possession initially. However, the quick pass nearly turns into a goal. Another setup coming from Civex, loses on that 50-50 against Koblof, and now Striddle, who had played it forward, will be the one with possession. Demo onto that back line means no one to pass it back to. Striddle has to do it themselves and gets shut down by the defense.
Yeah, no chance there. Really, really shut down fast, but Striddle is the one with the only goal here. He was the man to open up, so that is promising here for the Big M's. Get a little bit more confidence onto the players that aren't Koblof, and it could open the team up even further. They've been playing well as a unit, but those 2 players to step up would be the difference here. Would have been in the last 2 matches as well. Civex is the man to beat, though. He did take a good shot, blocked away well in that last attempt here, and yet Big M's are struggling to find the aggressive front they had in the overtime of the last match.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to be able to bring it back, as Civex will be the one with control. Gets a light touch, but Naughty Fuzz will take it away. Ball up for grabs. That meatball kind of corralled by Striddle, and Naughty Fuzz in position to follow it through. Koblof now puts up another one. This could be good. However, Civex will stay back for the initial touch. Gets it past that midfield as well. Striddle swings and misses. Koblof has to fall back. Eventually does get there, as we see Dolmaisa put one towards the net. Doesn't get the next shot.
Yeah, I saw that happening because it looked like there was a good possibility that would just roll up the wall with the bounce. Unfortunately, the reason I can see that is because it's something I would do every single time. It's a easy mistake to make when you think you've got that touch on wall, to just leave it, to just drive through and not jump off wall, because you have more control that way. You can really choose your placement of that ball better if you don't have to.
Not again.
Jump for it, but Striddle is there in time, so you're right, not again this time.
That was still closer than I would have liked to see. A few of these clears have gotten dangerously close, or sometimes straight up in right now against the side of the Big M's. And if there's been one weakness in their defense, it's been that, as another one gets close. Koblov swings and misses, and probably for a good thing. There's a chance that could have been an own goal. Dolmeister, though, still playing the slow game. Defense missing. Here comes the shot from Civics. Straddle is there for the save, but Dolmeister will still keep the ball in a good attacking position. Civics causes the defense to bite. It's going to set up the teammate. Is anyone there? Dolmeister loses on the 50, but we're still playing on no boost in front of the net. Finally, Koblov tries to create some space, but Civics comes back at it with a full take, a boost, and a full angle, but it's still not enough to get in. That is, though.
The final shot finished off well, and an even game again. This is ringing bells, is it not? Deja vu again, a minute 30 is that kind of region that this game has been even over and over again, and it's been What a Save coming out on top. The Big M's need a win here.
That they do, and, well, they almost had a chance for a bit of a kickoff goal. The pass a bit too slow over to Straddle. Naughty Fuzz, though, with possession, tries to make something happen across that middle of the pitch. Koblov puts it back up. Someone's got a bite, but no one wants a slice of Koblov. Not right now, at least. Naughty Fuzz gets a dunk. Ball in front of the net. Civex will push it to the safest place possible from that angle, and actually finds a pass back towards the middle. Kohlmeister's shot will be saved by Naughty Fuzz. The follow-up shot by Civics as well, not quite accurate. Final minute in Game 3. No boost for Civex. Ball going the other way. Could be an opening if Straddle can maintain possession. Gets past two defenders. However, there's no third man.
This is one of the closest match, dare I say, the closest match we've had in the entire tournament so far, and yet it's looking like it could be a 3-0 sweep despite that.
Oh, Straddle with the
Can they
chance.
hold out?
No! Koblov, yes!
There it is! Coming up strong, 20 seconds left. Civex has done it before. He needs it now to give them the possibility of that sweep, but right now, Big M's are looking like they might be able to hold on to this and push us to a game 4. There is 21 seconds to find out. Here we go.
21 seconds. We've seen 1 0-second goal to take us to an overtime. We know Civics can do it, but the question is, will Civics be able to get that chance? Straddle almost finds another goal, but now Civics with boost and an open net. Koblov tries to get there. The Mustang comes off the post, and the follow-up touch is too slow. Civics got too clean, got too smart with it, and that may have cost them another chance for Civics. One defender misses, second one puts it up, but no one's going to be able to recover this one. That ball will hit the ground, and the Big M's take game number 3.
We are going to game 4. It's what we wanted to see, but I gotta say, like, it could look there like a mistake was made by Civex. Like, he wasn't taking them seriously, going for that fancy shot. However, if you were watching that defender, he was coming in fast. He needed power on that shot. And for the life of me, I cannot think of any flip that would have gotten the power to send that in while you could still call it an open net. That's what Civex was trying for. I don't think it was the wrong decision. He just missed the shot. And that is brutal for him, not sending it to yet a third game of overtime. However, this has been a massive series so far. The Big M's are still in this. They're not going to go down the sweep.
No, we are going to see a game number 4, and we will see how this plays out. So, very, very interesting series so far. Very, very interesting series thus far. Can they bring it back in this? Can we see that reverse sweep? I feel as if you're kind of sitting on What a Save right now, that goal, that game might wake you up, and I expect to see a bit more of an aggressive side coming from our orange team right now. Civics, backflips, and Naughty Fuzz will clear it across the middle of the field.
Excitement I've ever seen out of the chat for this tournament. Everybody is psyched for this, and I can understand why, because I am as well. Dolmeister is up looking for demos and bumps right now. However, it's Koblov looking for the angle. It comes off the backboard quite well for the clear. Civex, though, blocked in that midfield.
Oh, no, backflip.
There's the shot. Koblov was up, tried for the save, no dice.
No dice to be had, or if you did, they kind of came up double one, some snake eyes right there. That backflip, not what the doctor ordered. A quick 1-0 lead. First time this entire series we've actually seen What a Save scoring that first goal.
It is indeed, and you know what, Big M's winning that kickoff again. They've had so much pressure here, but right now Civics is not happy with this, and finally it's not him to break that silence. It's actually Dolmeister who has stepped up now. They take that first goal, and that might give the opening for Civex to finish this match off. if Big M's don't step up here. Another pass back, but Streetle not able to get out in front enough to get any purchase on that pass back. Gonna be Civex taking it high, taking it to the backboard. Streetle and bumped into goal as Civex gets the bump shot.
This is what I was afraid of. You sort of whack the Hornets' nest around in game number 3, you get a win, and you anger the beasts inside. Civex stinging like said Hornet, able to get a 2-0 lead right now. That bump in the net, absolutely vicious.
It really is. And that is a very skillful shot to take when you know that's in, when you have the confidence in your own shot to go forward, pass the ball intentionally, look for that bump, and actually find it to send it home. It's such a well-calculated, talented shot. Civex, I think he might have lost the boost there. Has nothing, does get over naughty fast. A shot capable there, but it will get away. One opportunity missed away as Streetle sends it upfield. Civex, the last man back, and the shot is lacking by some margin.
Yeah, that wasn't the power that was required. As Civex now takes it back the other way. Shot, target, goal. And it's now a 3-0 lead. What a save, taking command of this series.
He is getting practice on these musties, man. He knows what he wants out of this series, and he's getting it 3-0 up. This is starting to blow out. The Big M's been performing so well. They've really asserted themselves in this tournament for me. However, they are on match point still. It may be the 3-1 victory here for What a Save as we come down towards that halftime point. There's just not a lot of time when it's a 3-0 lead and it's the Big M's down.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to be able to bring it back. Straddle had a chance to look for that spike, but wasn't going to find it. I do feel as if right now we are seeing a bit of a return to form, actually, from the Big M's. They're trying to play very far forward again, trying to not give that much space. But the difference has been Civex, funnily enough, just able to sort of take advantage sometimes. And while it will work for about 80% of the game in favor of What a Save, Civex goes for the double. Is he going to get it? Those moments where Civex can kind of break those tight lines, that's when we see the goals come through.
Oh, that could have been a big breakaway there with Civex demoed. He was going to be the last man back. Nobody went. Nobody targeted the ball after that. There was no communication. Big M's just let go of a huge opportunity.
Oh, my. Look at that placement. Like, I know there's going to be a defender there, but yeah, now you just followed up Gaze with any more power. It turns that into a goal.
Coblo taking this upfield, talking of opportunities, an open net for a very long time there, and just no setup from the Big M's that's able to be capitalized on.
Not on this instance, and with only 100 seconds remaining, Big M's might be running short of time. They need to find a goal on this attack right here. Coblove has the angle, but Civex will once again find the save and the second touch, and probably most likely the third at this rate. That third touch turning into a shot and turning into a 4-0 lead.
That save was brilliant out of Civex, followed it out of net and just kept control of it so well. He has been looking to make this series clean. He's lost out on the clean series, but he will not lose out if he has anything to say on it of a clean game here. 4-0. He has absolutely come back in this.
Yeah, and putting on a little bit of a clinic right now. Only 80 seconds left in this one as Straddle will push it across that middle of the field just in time for Civex to collect, do one little dribble, go for a little reset at the end, but isn't able to turn that into a goal. Here's the fun thing about this team, too, with What a Save. We get to see him again later today.
Yeah, this is 2 games for them here. If they win both, would that push them into first place? I haven't checked.
Well, it all depends if Homer wins or loses. If Homer wins out, then, well, no. It doesn't matter if they win the rest of their games. If Homer wins out, they still get it. So, and, oh, no, Gaze!
I think that might be the second one we've seen this series.
Gaze has scored more goals on their own net than they have, like, on the other team.
Yeah, I think that scoreline is 2-0 right now. That's, not what you want to see. Hey, look, he's got that gold tournament winner badge on there. He's doing all right where he is, but oh yeah, that's not what you want to see out of the team coming out on top here.
Want to know a depressing fact? I have still yet to win a tournament.
Yeah, same. No, I am absolutely the same.
Like, and I have to be fair, it's not like I grind them. I do like maybe one every week or two. But yeah, I've made I think 3 or 4 finals. Haven't been able to close the deal yet.
I think I've only played about 5 in total. So
yeah, I just
13 seconds left. Almost no time left in this, and the Big M's have put up such a fight onto this. But what a save! A very clean match to finish this off as the last second ticks down. Cobloaf wants one more, but can't find the touch. What a save. Take it out, 3-1.
3-1, 3-1. Well, that's one more than I would have predicted before coming in. However, I didn't realize how keen to play Cobloaf was going to be. Really well done by the Big M's. I think as a team, you kind of said before, they were playing like the better team for a majority of that series, but the civics factor. I hate always harping on, oh, it's the difference of one player, but we saw it there between the 0-second goal, the repetitive musties just taking over our 4th and final game. They were the difference in that series, and that's how come What a Save continues to sort of shoot for that number 2 seed.
I mean, as much as you don't want to keep harping on about it, stats don't lie. Civex turned up with more points than the entire other team put together, and sometimes his own added on to that. Combined. He absolutely went massive, and you know, stats don't lie, like I'm saying. Civex really, really was that big difference maker, and I think he will continue to be. He's got 2 more matches today, 1 more on stream as well. We'll see him on our 3rd matchup of the day, but yeah, we've got to look forward to that.
We do have to look forward to that, and we also have to look forward to our next match. It's the number 3 versus the number 4th place team. Taco Norm versus Goon Squad is going to be our next game, and that will prove to be an interesting one. I kind of picked Goon Squad as the actual number 3 team in this league. Taco Norm, they're the team sitting in 3rd place, so we're going to see how they match up. We're going to be going to a break, and when we come back, we'll be straight into that action. welcome back, everybody. You see the stadium, and now you see us, because this is, well, we're going to be headed to the Aqua Dome eventually. It's going to be Taco Norm taking on the Goon Squad in a fight for, well, what might actually be third place. Taco Norm, they started off the season great, but looked a little shaky towards the end of last week. Meanwhile, Goon Squad, they've been consistent in nothing else, sitting in the middle of the pack. A win here would definitely do each of these teams wonders in making sure they finish in that top 4.
Wouldn't it? I gotta say, I think my prediction here, as much as we were looking at Taco Norm being a big player in this after last week, unless there's some big changes, I think Goon Squad can take this without too much difficulty. They might be sitting in the middle of the pack at the moment, but I do know we've seen them on stream before, and they looked like they had good potential.
Yeah, I like the Goon Squad. I think they're a strong team. Taco Norm has me a little bit nervous, so we will see how they perform. Now, the word has been given. They are good to go when ready, so hopefully they will be able to jump onto that pitch any moment now, and we can get into that matchup, as it does look like, there we go. Now they are coming through. We can see them jumping in right there. One more time, a quick look at each of these teams on the Goon Squad. It is the gang, or then we have it's JMO as well as Marlo21. Against them, Taco Norm has Norm, or L Norm, as well as Taco Man 0601 and Norm Boys, who I believe changed their name.
Yeah, you know what's really terrifying is actually the fact that on Discord, they're Norm, and Norm.
Of course.
So that's,
that open net's
yeah.
disgusting as well, and that's going to be the first goal going in favor of Taco Norm.
Yeah, and it's going to be our Norm, I believe that is. Norm Boys taking out the first goal. It's a bit of a runaway, but Goon Squad did leave the door open for it.
That it did, as it's a 1-0 lead in favor of said Goon Squad, as Taco Norm, kind of holds the ball in an awkward spot. Gang has a look and doesn't really get the challenge that they're looking for, and, well, now it's actually almost going the other way. Gang has to recover to kind of slow down that counter attack from underneath. Marlo's the only one who jumps up for it, as Taco Man pushes it backwards, but it's still going to be a swing and a miss from the attacking side.
Ooh, shot directly into him as they tried to clear forward, though. Norm Boys looking for that control, but not really going to be an issue for Ninga Gang there, as Jammo actually taps that back. A really poor decision from Goon Squad, just absolutely destroying his own teammate there. They need some communication here, and this is going to be a little bit of an issue, I think, for some of these teams that are mixed consoles and PC. Taco Norm, one PC player, Goon Squad, all console players there. So I do wonder if there's some crossplay going on with the full team. Not sure.
Cross-play communicational issues could be a thing. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you still should be able to get Discord running, if nothing else, somehow, some way, as the ball does get its
on
way.
The phone?
Yeah, perhaps.
Something.
Laptop. App for the Xbox, maybe. I'm not too sure if you can do that. It's JMO, though, can stop this defensive clear pass back. Here comes the gang, but they're not fast enough. Norm Boys will be able to take it away.
Touch into the midfield, and it looks like it was going to be good there as well, but it's JMO with 0 boost. Will take it on the ground. Still on 0, looking for that pass in mid. It will make it there, but off the back of a defender. There's still chances. Nobody going forward. Marlo does make a touch. Ninga up now, but Norm will touch it away to the side. Jammo pushing onto this now. We're finally seeing Goon Squad show up. Ninga so close. Marlo just threw himself at that. This is an open net, but nobody's there to take it. There's defenders back. It's a shot upfield now, and Taco will make the save on the orange side.
Yes, we do see challenges underneath, but Gang is still going to throw it back towards that middle. Swing and a miss from Taco, as it's JMO has a look but doesn't commit. Underneath is a swing and a miss from Norm, as Marlo will be the one who starts to take it away. No, teammates get into each other's way. Still going to see some shots coming from the Goon Squad up off that top post. Still being held in a dangerous spot. Taco Man doesn't have the read, but Marlo does. It throws it right back down into Taco Man. Follow-up shot saved as well. And somehow, some way, that ball does not cross that goal line.
How has Goon Squad not scored off of their last 2 attempts? So much pressure, and the goal line defense is just not breaking. But it's off of Taco Norm just putting too many, not just in defense, but in goal. This is not a way to play Rocket League. It will not hold up eventually. Right now, it's doing fine. That goes well high and very, very quickly away.
I would love for there to be like a mod that sort of tracks all the different places on the post this ball is hit at this stage.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the entire thing would be painted blue. They've hit every single aspect of that post along the goal at this stage. It's been so frustrating, I'd have to imagine, but that shot's not hitting the post. And well, unless you count the back of the net kind of part of the post. Either way, it's Jamo ties the game up.
Yeah, a good angle there. Jamo, I do believe, was the one finding these kind of angles and touches. We've seen some good play, finishing play out of Marlow as well. I think Ninga generally tries to play that midfield a little bit, but he has been firing on net. In fact, everybody has 2 shots except for Jamo, that last one racking up a shot and a goal. So Goon Squad is performing fairly well evenly across the board. A good demo there. A big miss. Not should be happening at this level here. It's going to get taken away, but Marlow might be able to finish it. Jamo, a good patient play. The flick. That's some quality Rocket League. Jamo bringing it home for a second goal.
That was a really good goal from Jamo right there, just over the top of Norm. And that's going to make it 2-1 now in favor of the Goon Squad.
Yeah, I think they've needed the time to warm up, but they're looking more solid. They're looking more like what we saw out of them the last time we had them here on stream now. However, it is only a 1-goal lead. They're going to have to continue having that aggressive play and pushing upfield if they want to maintain this for the last 35 seconds here.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to be able to make anything happen, because right now it's the gang pushing it all the way past all 3 defenders. The triple commit in the corner doesn't get punished this time. In fact, might work in their favor. Taco Norm all the way to that backward. We'll let the ball fall in front of the box, and we see a shot. Not going to be on target. Too many defenders back there for the save. 15 seconds remaining. One last chance for Taco Norm.
Taco Norm trying to get under that. Norm boy gets it into the corner. It will be taken to safety, but with 3 seconds left, they have to make a play right now. It's a good touch by Jamo, but it's not good for the team that needs that goal to stay in this game. Marlow still putting pressure on. Will that roll up the wall? No. Gonna find ground, and Goon Squad coming forward with that 1 first game.
Yeah, 1-0 lead for the Goon Squad, 2-1 victory after giving up that opening goal. I think it should be worth noted right now that scoring the opening goal has actually given teams playing today a losing record. You actually win more games, apparently, conceding the first goal here in the Bendigo Cup. You also win more games when you have 10 shots compared to your opponent's 1.
Yeah, that is true. Those shots, though, for the vast majority of that match, they were not high-quality shots. It was only towards the end, maybe last quarter of that match, really, that Goon Squad kind of got out of their own headspace, started playing the way we were expecting them to. Another good point just to bring up is that we were told last time, I believe it was Taco Norm, 1 PC, 1 Xbox, and 1 Switch player there.
That's right.
They are full crossplay.
That they are, and well, they're also down 1-0 just 7 seconds into this game, as the gang was able to find the kickoff, put that one through. A quick lead in favor of the Goon Squad, not wanting to play most of the game from behind, apparently, this time around. We'll see how well they hold on to it, or if the curse of the first goal will continue.
I like seeing Ninga Gang being the first player to actually put that away there, actually. He was the player that was still lagging behind a little bit towards the end of that match, and a good strike there. Again, will put Jamo up as well into that scoreboard. 1 goal apiece for Jamo and Ninga will put them at 2-0.
That was just cleared all the way across the pitch. No one ever getting to that one. 2-0 lead in favor of the blue side. So not too surprising if you were sort of to make the prediction before coming into this one. Game 1 maybe proving to be a bit of an anomaly, because it feels like the Goon Squad, they finally found that accuracy they were looking for.
Norm gets in behind that, taps it forward, and now it's Jamo on the defense. A big miss. He had boost. I don't know why he didn't go higher. We know he's capable of touching that, but nerves, I suppose, getting to him there. Nearly the play by Marlow. That was a heads-up play. Letting it drop off the backboard, looked for the pinch, but defense right underneath it. Unfortunately for him, a good center there. Norm unable to make a good touch, and Jamo finishes it off 3-0. Goon Squad have definitely stepped up now.
Yeah, they've figured things out. They've gotten that rush and shook it off their cars and axles or whatever metaphor you want to go for here. The point is, they're playing a lot more like the Goon Squad we were expecting coming into this matchup. They're aggressive, they're in your face, and they are accurate when those opportunities present themselves. They've been a fair few of them, 10 in the first game, already a solid like 4 or 5 I think in this one, and converting on 3. This is a very strong performance from our team in blue that gets close to finding another.
And if you look at the whole series, converting on 5 in a row now. Goon Squad, the only people scoring, make that 6. Another one going in, and Jamo and Ninga really both carrying up here on goals, 2 apiece.
Yeah, that's getting a bit ridiculous now in this game. The defense just sort of, I don't like saying they're ball chasing, but I don't know how else to describe it. They're just following wherever the ball goes from defensive corner to defensive corner, and eventually that boost is gone, your positioning's gone, and it leads to these semi-open net situations, which have been capitalized on again and again and again. So kudos right now to the Goon Squad. They're exploiting a pretty apparent weakness at this stage, but eventually you've got to tighten up that defense if you're on Taco Norm.
Taco gets under. Oh, good dribble there. Just not able to be finished off. The defense was too good on that, but a really good attempt there. Finally out of Taco Norm. But an open net opportunity. Marlowe misses those apparently. As El Norm puts it into the corner. Being carried away now by Taco, man. They need something into this. They need that confidence back and gives them something to play off because they've had no aggression. They're finally finding it in this match.
Yeah, they're finally starting to create some opportunities for themselves. This is the best one yet, and that will be converted to a goal. Taco Norm, or Taco Man, I should say, able to find that goal. Taco Norm able to find their first as a team since the opening of this series, might I add. Yeah. They break the flood of goals, but they're still 3 points down.
Did you have to jinx them? Like, the team that scores first loses. You guaranteed that, right?
Yeah, I didn't guarantee it. I just was pointing out that's happening a lot today.
Yeah, double down, man. I'm giving you this on a silver platter. It happened again.
I guess. Well, I mean, this game, though, it was the other side that scored first. It was very much...
Yeah, no, this game looks like it's probably in the bag for Goon Squad. However, there is life in Taco Norm.
There is.
Oh,
no. Oh, what a save.
Jamo!
Yeah, follow-up shot is going to go in.
Oh, a great shot to finish things from Taco Man. And, oh, never say die.
What is that?
It could still be the team to score first to go down. It's absolutely possible.
I guess it's possible, but looking back at that replay, recognizing that triple commit and it's the third member who hits the ball, I don't know. I think the ball chasing is strong in the Taco Norm right now, and yes, it's cool. Their cars do look like hot sauce, and it is making me hungry, but I still don't see them coming back in this game. Happy to be proven wrong, and we'll probably see them score another crazy goal like that last one. I'm just not vibing with it right now, Gex. I don't know what else to say.
They're not looking like the stronger team, I'll give you that. But they're getting opportunities like this.
No.
Norm has to get that center. It is pushed forward, but the defense is there from Marlowe. Marlowe and Jamo have really stepped up on defense. And Ninga has really stepped up on attack. There's a big miss from Marlowe again. Still leaving the door open for Taco Norm to be able to push back into this, but they have to get out of their own half. Right now it's Jamo passing into the center. Taco pushing it downfield. That's a good center there, and Norm won't be able to hit it, but it was too much of a threat for Goon Squad to get back onto that immediately. Can they center this now?
They're going to try. It's a good touch from Norm, though, to get it to the middle of the field as, a couple swings, a couple misses. Eventually, Norm, though, should be able to escort it in. A nice save by the gang. Will stop this from turning into a one-goal game. Taco Man wasn't able to recall or sort of steal that one away. We still will see that ball fall right in front of, well, no one, apparently, because no one wants to take it. Eventually, Taco Man will get that light touch, looks for a pass, doesn't find the pass, instead finds Marlowe, who clears it back in the opposite direction. 30 seconds to go. Time running out for Taco Norm.
Is it just me, or was that last play out of Taco Norm strategy. Oh, did I just see strategy in this matchup right now?
Maybe?
No, there was definitely communication there. I mean, the one player had the ball, started dribbling, took it really slow, and another player shot past, nowhere near the ball. That was not an attempt on the play. He went for a demo to try and open that up. He wasn't able to find it, but I liked what I saw there.
I will agree with you that was probably strategy. Now, whether or not that was communicated strategy or just someone going rogue thinking, I want to get a demo, I'm not certain on that one, Gex. So
okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Well, we'll see as we do move on. Game number 2, though, is secured by the Goon Squad. They're going to go up 4-2 in this game, 2-0 in this series. Still expecting them to continue along. However, 5 shots compared to the 1 in game number 1. Taco Norm, they are looking stronger and stronger.
This series is feeling a lot shorter than our last, which may have only been 4 games in length, but in the time played was probably over 5 almost, I want to say.
Yeah, because of the overtime. It was close. It was close.
But very close to 5 game length anyway.
Look, I'm appreciative of a shorter series right now. I'm gonna break the fourth wall because I enjoy doing it. I got a little bit of a fever, got a little bit of a destroyed nose. I've been sick for the past couple days, so a quick, clean series is what I want to see. And when you hear my cries of despair from the unclean, sloppy plays, it's just, what can I say? I want good, healthy, clean, inhale, exhale Rocket League.
I was just thinking, you're talking a lot about healthy and unhealthy. Like, this is sounding like Max needs some help. Do you need a doctor, buddy? I can't help you on that front.
Hope not. But we should be good. I mean, look, we're here, right? We're having a good time. Sometimes, if you go to the doctor, they're going to tell you what you need is rest, and what better way of resting than sitting back and watching the Bendigo Cup right now. I think it all comes together. It's all good time as JMO and gang are going to fall back for this one. Here comes Taco Man. That's a 1-0 lead for Taco Norm.
Sent home, but will the curse of the first goal return on this one? That's actually brilliant. Followed it through. I'm not sure it was calculated off of the defender, but a brilliant shot nonetheless, whether it was chance or calculation. And just a really, really good, solid touch. Aimed for the top left corner, and that's what did it.
Yeah, it was a very, very good goal. And now, with 4 minutes left in this one, can they find a second? The shot's accurate and in. Taco Man finds 2 in this one, and all of a sudden, Taco Norm, they're not the cleanest plays, but you can say that about the defense as well, Gex. It's a 2-0 lead.
Well, I mean, this is the strongest lead they've had. They've been up by 1 in the first game. That didn't last long, and now we're looking at them holding out on a 2-goal lead now, and that's a lot more promising for Taco Norm.
It's very promising for Taco Norm right now, as with 3:45 remaining, Marlowe's going to throw it down across the middle. There's the shot, and there is the goal from the gang. Just like that, we're back in this, and I'm going to bring it up because it's been prophetic. The team that scores first, that's not always guaranteed.
It might have been a good shot and a good goal, but it was also an open goal. There was no defense there from Taco Norm. They got up on attack and immediately started sending players forward. One good clear was all it took to create an open net situation. They cannot let that happen again.
There's been a lot of those open goals today, I feel like, as we find yet another one getting set up. Although that one, there's a bit of a reason why. The defense bit on the double touch, and then the follow-up was good. You can see the double commit right there. That is the strangest way to go for a squishy save I've ever seen out of Taco Norm.
Yeah. And Marlowe landed on him at the end there as well.
Yeah, of course. But
like just held him back from the second attempt at the save. So yeah, no, absolutely. Like flew to the ceiling of the goal and then tried to drive out. It's not traditional.
No, but you know what? What about Taco Norm has been traditional? Name one thing about this team that has been traditional. I don't think you can. They're an unusual team. They bring in their new strategies to a league like this, and well, it's not working out on stream necessarily. But hey, they still have 3 wins to their name.
I can tell you one thing that's traditional is they're losing the first goal games. Norm boy puts it away well out to the midfield, but good positioning from Marlowe. taking control. A second touch, a brilliant goal from Marlowe. One of the best we've seen in this series so far.
Yeah, that was beautiful from Marlowe as we watch this one again. Just lobs it up and, well, lets it fall through. What can you say? You can bring up the fact that there were two defenders there if you really want to, but don't let that take away from the artistic touch that Marlowe put on. Yeah, it's not that relevant. It's not that important.
El Norm got boost starved in that corner there. He could have gone up and tried to come off that wall. A great touch home by Marlowe again there. 2 goals. One up on the rest of his teammate and putting this up to a 4-goal game for them. Up by 2 on Taco Norm.
There was something like unintentional renaissance right there about all the cars flipping in awkward directions as the ball kind of falls through them all and into the net. Another great little goal, and now that 2-goal lead as the first goal prophecy seems to have come true yet again. Now halfway through game number 3, 2 goals required from Taco Norm. This is a big opportunity right now for the Goon Squad. They hold on to this lead. They might secure that 3rd seed going into our final day next week.
It may be over for Taco Norm. I mean, we saw them in the last half of last game get those 2 goals back in a row. They can definitely even this up. They have the capacity within them, but I do think it relies fairly heavily on mistakes from Goon Squad at the same time. They're just playing that little bit too well to let the kind of goals that Taco Norm get through those gaps. And now Normboy trying to set this up, but without El Norm there as well, nobody to back that up when it gets defended. A great touch forward from Marlowe, but out of boost. Will Ningar be able to continue the attack? Comes off well. A great touch from Taco Man there. Does he drive it home? It's an open net. No speed on it, and the accuracy isn't there. Still an opportunity. Oh, nearly touched home by Ningar, actually. Almost an own goal off of the defense.
That got very, very close, but instead we go the other way. Instead of going for the pass, though, it's a commit to the strange angle, and that's not going to go through. Not this time, at least. Good bump, though. Gets the defense a little off balance. Norboys pass back to the team. They double commit. They still find the goal. Any other team, and I would be critical of these double commits, Gex. However, every time we see a double or triple commit, it turns into a point.
That's true. It seems to be the little bit of a magic thing for them. Having 3 people in the goal box at once. That's the magic number, really, for Taco Norm. Not necessarily what you want to see, not how you want to see them scored, but the pressure does seem to bring out the worst in Goon Squad, and the worst in Goon Squad is what it's going to take for Taco Norm to win this thing.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, they're not going to find it yet. That's another goal, this time for Marlowe. Through that corner and in underneath an incredibly tight angle. And that's now a 5-3 scoreline.
Yeah, just let the ball drop down onto him and got the angle. Really, really well done. And Goon Squad has consistently earned this victory. I do think this has got to be over now. They're 2-0 up with only 1 minute left. It's not impossible. What a boot on Marlowe as he goes flying away from net. Opportunities yet again for Goon Squad, but nothing they can make work yet as that bounced down off the crossbar.
As we see another bounce down, but again, no one there to try to punish. In fact, trying to read the bounce was a massive swing and a miss. There was an opening for Norm Boys, but not really going to happen this time as the gang will take it across that middle of the pitch. Jamo from underneath taps it towards the backboard. Doesn't get the redirect, but more importantly, they get time off that clock. 18 seconds remaining, and another goal will go through. 6-3 lead. Gex, I think that should secure this sweep.
Yeah, that's got to be it. Doubling the goals of Taco Norm with 18 seconds left. Yeah, that's definitely more than confirmed here. They are up entirely and up in the series 3-0 by the looks of it. A huge victory for Goon Squad, and that's going to be super important in earning that top 4 position for the finals as well. I found funny, that last attempt there by Goon Squad, the aerial going forward right underneath the ball. So used to seeing it from Civex in the last series that I actually fully expected a musty flick. Just for a moment, and then I remembered what game we were in.
Yeah, no musties in this game, but, you know, still a fun time was had. Taco Norm, anything but the norm there, I say, as unfortunately for them, they do fall short. Goon Squad gets themselves a massive victory, as that will be improving their chances. Taking a look at that standings before we throw it to break. We're getting to those final games. Goon Squad, because of some forfeits, they're still sitting at 4-2 right now. For Taco Norm, they're sitting at 3-3. That is not where they want to be. That loss to Galactic, it's coming back to hurt them. However, they still have a chance. Taco Norm has one more game, but so too does Galactic. And Galactic, they've got a tough match because they're going to be taking on What a Save.
Yeah, I mean, What a Save has the potential to be the #1 team here. We're looking at them being the number 2, but they're in that competition right now. They're only a couple of points behind Homorn. If they can force a loss out there and take that win, absolutely possible for them to take the lead there. And yeah, they have been pushing through very, very well. I don't know what really happened on that loss. It wasn't a game that looks like they should have, so maybe just didn't take it seriously enough. They've guaranteed their top 4.
I'm pretty sure their one loss was to Homer 1, wasn't it?
I don't think it was when we were looking at it the other day.
No, because What a Save's they're playing their last game against.
Oh, it was too.
Galactic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was against Homer 1.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like that's. You can be on Team What a Save. I'll stay on Team Homer 1.
I think.
Yeah, it was a good win.
Yeah.
It was a solid win. Anyways, we're gonna go to a break. When we come back, it is gonna be our final regular season or group stage match, depending on what you want to call it. So don't go too far. What a Save versus Galactic when we return. Welcome back. Take a look. It's the Aquadome. Beautiful, beautiful stadium. The fish are swimming. The birds would be chirping, except there aren't any. Instead, we've got jellyfish. But we also have us here as we get ready to go. I'm trying to be fancy. That is Wikipedia Beastie Boys. Hold on. Whoops. There we go. There's our standings. Now, why would the Beastie Boys be up? I wonder. Either way, we're getting ready to go for our final game.
I closed mine.
Oh, look. We'll talk about them later. But more importantly, we got to talk about What is Safe and Galactic, two teams. Well, still vying for that spot. Taco Norm starting 3-4. They would love a tiebreak situation, although I feel like Galactic may have beaten them. I'm not sure who their wins were. I think we can dive deeper into it. I'm not. Either way, look, let's keep things simple. Galactic wins, they're in. If they lose, there's a chance they might not be. What a save. I mean, they win. They're looking even better. So I feel as if this game, with all the playoff implications on the line, both teams should be giving it their all.
Absolutely. And you know what? It might be the last opportunity for them, but it's the last opportunity in general. This is the last round of this tournament before the finals. So all of these guys are looking forward to that prize pool at the end, which, again, I'll shout that out, is going to be $300 for first place, $150 for second, and third will be $75. So 4 teams qualify, only 3 can take home that prize money, so they want to be positioned well when they get in there.
Absolutely, as we have kicked off What a Save. We've seen them before. It's Gaze, it is Dolmisa, and it is Civics taking them on. Galactic, which is Shorty Man 2018, Rebel Frog, and Super Sweat. I'm not calling him Sweet this time. We got it right. Sweat from the start.
Got it.
Just like what's coating my face
sweet.
right now.
We don't know.
I'm sure they are sweet, and I'm sure I'm very sweaty. So either way, Rebel Frog having to look, but isn't going to find that goal just yet. I like the attacks coming out from Galactic right now. Look, I don't... Pardon me. Look, I feel like Galactic has a chance in this series.
You're sounding a little bit like the Australian equivalent for Beastie Boys. Do you know the name of that band?
No.
Regurgitator.
Oh.
That's the name of the Australian Beastie Boys, basically.
Ah, I see.
I went and saw them in a concert when they reformed a few years back. It was really, really good, actually.
I miss live concerts. I know they're kind of popping up more and more again, but I need to go see some more. Man, I want to get back on that live music grind.
Remind me that you want to go to something after this. I got something lined up.
Ooh. If it's in Toowoomba, I cannot make it.
No, it's in Brisbane.
All right, Rebel Frog now across that middle of the pitch, going to be looking to stay with the play. Civics from underneath will steal it away. And in case you missed the entire first series of this broadcast, Civics is a player we like to talk about because of shots like this.
Yeah, Civics is. I mean, not even because of shots like this. This is easy stuff for Civics. He has been hitting attempted
musties.
Yeah, well, he's been hitting musties, but what was the attempted shot he went for? I can never remember the name.
Doomsy? Was it?
Yeah,
Is
Doomsy.
It the Doomsy?
Yeah,
is that it?
The twisty musty. That's the one.
The twisty musty, of course.
Yeah.
He's very. Civics is
Doomsy.
very twisty, and that defense is very twisted right now. Defenders bumping into each other. Open net. A chance for the Rebel Frog, who cannot quite leap high enough because Civics was able to recover and make the save.
Oh, Civics carrying it over one, and Shorty does put this away. I have to say, they went a full minute without Civex really looking even threatening on them. They've been holding this very, very well against a team that has been dominating everywhere else. Dolmeister puts one away, though, and that is good for Civex. Anytime the other 2 members of the team can get anything on target, can push them up, just takes that little bit of pressure to carry off of Civex, and it means that What a Save looks better as a team, and that is something I need to see out of.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to be able to pull this one off. 2-0 now in favor of who I would consider the favorites in this matchup just by standings alone. I'm concerned, actually, just of how aggressive we're seeing the entirety of What a Save kind of approaching this right now. Dolmeister has been playing a lot more confidently than what we saw earlier in the day, and Civics, well, is still doing Civics things. 3 goals in the first half of our opening game.
Civex things. If that ball is high in the air and Civex gets to a wall, it seems like it's nearly a guaranteed goal. Civex really has some consistency here. He should. He's an SSL. He's taken the tag off, so we won't talk about it, I think, but he is.
Yeah, he definitely is. We're not going to let him get away. Rebel Frog's got musty game. It's going to be a little bit high for a goal this time around.
I
Good to
love
see it,
that.
though.
Yeah, that was really, really good to see they've got that confidence, but they have to have some defense. Civex puts another one away. It's the easiest pickings of his life.
That was a beautiful shot right there. It's just straight down the middle. No one around for miles and miles. 4-0 lead. Game number 1 looking pretty snug and secure right now for what a save. And it's not as if we haven't seen good plays coming from Galactic. They just haven't been enough right now because Civex is picking right up where we last saw them.
Yeah, and that makes the last series that we saw these guys play even more disappointing. I mean, that it's like Kings of Macca's up against What a Save. They did so well to stay in that and look really good on that, and just unable to. No, it wasn't Kings of.
It was Big M's.
It was Big M's. Big M's.
I can understand why you get them confused. Civex, by the way, 5-0.
I had the
The logo.
mixed up.
It's the logo as well. The Big M. The arches.
Yes,
the golden
yeah.
arches.
Yeah. Civex again, 5-0. This is absolute blowout in game 1, and it's, you gotta say, as much as I actually like the look of Galactic here, this is a tough matchup for them, and it's not promising.
I thought it would be a lot closer than what we're seeing right now. Granted, it's only game number 1, still plenty of time for Galactic to bring themselves back in the series. It's just, they haven't had that answer for Civex. When given space, when allowed to sort of show off their own mechanical ability, we know they have it. I mean, Rebel Frog so close to that musty before. However, I think their style of play just gives too much room back over to Civex, who has been able to convert on those similar style plays, although most of their goals have come from booming clears. Just look at the amount of space Civex is given to work with, and not even the Big M's were giving Civex that much.
No, that's what I was going to say. Okay, I think the fact that this isn't as close to match as you were hoping comes down to that playstyle. The reason that he's getting so much room is because Galactic likes to play as single players. They are kind of, fairly high mechanics players who do well individually. It's not that they aren't a well-built team, but that's not how they like to play this. And that's what gives you a chance against What a Save, because frankly, Civex is the best individual player in this tournament, and nobody is going to be able to take him on 1v1, and that is what Galactic is trying to do. It's not going to work.
Dolmeister just did. Look at that, Civex all set up to score the goal, and then bam, surprise, Dolmeister gets it. Ha-ha. Getting one up over on the teammate. But no, I absolutely do agree with you. Civex is that star player, and again, the only team that seems to really be able to go toe-to-toe with them, Homer 1, who has finished undefeated, by the way, I'm pretty sure. They've done it. They've run the gauntlet through the group stages. They're the #1 seed, so congrats to them. However, they still got to win one more series against, you would have to think, this squad eventually. Like, maybe even 2 more, because I do imagine this is going to be both the winners final and the grand final.
Civex taking this away. Yeah, there's... Look, I mean, even if this was going to be close, I don't think there's any chance that What a Save don't come away with this here, and that's interesting to me. Civex just own gold! Excuse me?
Yep. No one's perfect, Gex. No one is perfect.
After bumping Shorty a mile as well.
Ah, well, I don't think it matters too much. 1-0
What a save
lead.
comes up on screen.
Yeah, what a save.
Taunting themselves on that one.
I just realized, is that the entire purpose of the team name? It's just so for 0-second goals, it can pop up what a save at the end. That is
it's
big
the
brain.
0-second ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's big brain. That is the biggest brain right there, and really, really well played by What a Save. I don't know. That was a dominant victory, and unless we see a major stylistic change coming from Galactic, I feel as if games 2 and 3 might be the same. However, benefit of the doubt, I think Galactic will change up their approach.
Rebel Frog. Get in behind this now. On top of it, a good pinch forward, actually. Can he read Civex? He does, but it gets away to the side. Civex can just pick up the boost.
Yeah, now Shorty Man's going to try to get into Civex's way, but you're not going to be able to do that from back there. You've got to attack him at the point in which they're making contact with the ball. As we see right here, Civex. Oh, boy. This could be cool. There's the reset, and there's the goal. Doesn't matter if two defenders are in the way. Civex is a freestyler at heart.
And in the way is right. I mean, Rebel Frog got a decent touch here. Just couldn't get the momentum to stop, and it pushes through him into the goal. Unfortunate for him, and Galactic in general. They actually held out really, really well in the first game for the first minute and a half, I would say. It was only after that that it broke, and I think that came down to them switching playstyle. Like, they wanted a goal so badly that they did switch to that kind of ones game mentality on each player, and they're not going to be able to win even a goal, I would say, against Civex doing it that way. Right now, they look like they've defaulted back to maybe a little bit more team play here at the very least.
Yeah, we'll see if that's going to pay off for them as, whoa, nose grind, Super Sweat trying to stay with the play, but unfortunately it gets behind them just like it gets behind Shorty Man. Rebel Frog is going to be the one able to corral it, but does get bumped off the ball initially. Now, light touch towards the goal, yet Civex has it red, because of course Civex has it red, and against any other team in this tournament, that's probably a goal.
Gaze getting right past that one. They need a touch here if they want that 2-goal lead, but Gaze is struggling a little here. I think that What a Save is giving him a little space. They want to see Gaze prove himself in front of the crowd. You know, we've seen 2 own goals out of him. We need to see Gaze get something else. Dolmeister gets the 50, pinches it with the defender straight into the goal.
There were 3 defenders in the box, and none of them ready for this pinch right there. Rebel Frog in reverse, not helping that situation, unfortunately, trying their best to push that ball back to the corner, not expecting Dolmeister to come out of said corner. And now it's a 2-0 lead, which you would think would be enough for our team in blue.
You would. I don't think that there's a lot of worry for What a Save at this moment. They are definitely taking their time more. I think Civex is giving his teammates room. Gaze drops the dribble. He was so close to that there as well, but it does get away.
It does get away for the time being. Civex, though, will stick with it. That's a good touch towards the net off the roof. Oh, boy, there's the Doomsy, but it's not quite on target. That's okay.
And it will get finished.
We'll get finished.
Yeah, Dolmeister.
Oh, man. Civex!
Beautiful play.
All right. Yeah, they're getting an invite. Next freestyle tournament, which probably won't be till next year, I'm going to be honest. The next one I put together. I think I'm going to try and reach out and give Civex a bit of an invite because he is so fun to watch.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like we're seeing like big freestyler plays, but this is in a tournament. It's under pressure. You've got defenders. So to be able to even hit this kind of consistency with shots of this quality, I think that's worth an invite, man.
Yeah, because I want to see what they can do when not being pressured, when not in a game situation. Because watching them play,
Pulse.
I won't go that far, but you know what I mean. Though watching them play, you see that it is something that they practice. Like
Nixus? Nixus?
Oh yeah, maybe.
It's gotta be somebody willing to take him.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's see what they can do in a proper freestyle environment. Let's see what happens when we put them up against Melody.
Get pogoed on all day long.
Like Melody is my benchmark for
Yeah, I know.
That's my go-to benchmark. If you can out freestyle a Melody, you're in. What team is Melody on now again? I forget the name.
The full freestyler team. I can't remember.
That team is fun.
I'll look it up.
That's your region. Anyways, 134 to go.
I never remember the team name of the ones that don't get top 8.
Wow, they did get top 8, didn't they?
No, never. I don't think.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they did. They should have. I pegged them to get top 8.
They should have. Yeah, they should have. If they did, they didn't get a streamed game.
All the top 8s got the streamed games.
Oh yeah, of course.
That would be.
Duh.
That would be
that's
awkward.
how the top 8 works. Yeah.
Well, at least that's how it worked last. I don't know what's gonna happen in Winter Split. This is like a whole new format. 1 minute to go for the time being right now. Rebel Frog gonna go try and set something up. Doesn't have anyone underneath straight away. Civex will jump up for it and clear across that middle of the pitch. 3-0 lead. Less than a minute to go. It's going to be a 2-0 series lead. You would have to imagine when this minute is up. Really well played once again by What a Save. Although a lot more consistent touches coming from our team in orange, Galactic. They are starting to look a bit stronger.
They are indeed. And we knew that they were capable of this. Galactic has shown us some promise in the past, and they do have those individual skills. As long as they can work them into a team environment here, they should be able to put up a fight against What a Save at the very least.
Yeah, they should be, as we wait for our final 15 seconds until that ball will hit the ground. Civic's going to keep it safe for now. We'll follow up along that side wall. 5 seconds remaining. Cross pitch we go. But no one's there to take that strike. Eventually, the ball will hit the ground. There it is. There's a little bit of a blossom approach. That's what I'm going to call it, because they kind of spread out like a flower blossom. Either way, 2-0 lead.
2-0 lead, and looking to be the sweep, really, isn't it? I mean, What a Save has come up in every casted series as a dominant victor, and it just doesn't look like it's going to change.
Yeah, I have to agree. It looks very much it's turning into a more one-sided affair, unfortunately. The shutout is a bit of a statement, but still need to play off this series. We've seen crazier things before.
Team Celestial, by the way, and they did make top 8 in week 2.
There it is. See?
Just.
Yeah, Celestial. That's right. I always thought that team was going to be a bit better than what they were. Unfortunate.
I think it's time. Like, it's the same as we're seeing here. 3 individually great players playing in a team together. They are working that out, but it's going to take time.
Yeah, fair enough. I appreciate that, and maybe we will see them grow from there. Opening kickoff goal, making it 1-0 already in favor of What a Save, and I imagine they're going to hold on to this one as we do watch a bit of a challenge. Rebel Frog wins out, gets that ball all the way to the backboard from underneath. Anyone can have a go at it, and no one does. Nope, no one wants it. And Civics wants it.
Talking about, you know, that promise
Civics
and
wants
that
it.
improvement. Oh, it's got to be Civics again. Yeah, it is. We're talking about that promise. That's what we talk about that in the Asian RLCS all of the time because they're new. But going into community tournaments like this, that's kind of what you're looking at a lot of the time as well. I mean, look at Homer 1. They're a team that I could absolutely see going into playing in RLO tournaments and stuff like that. There's a lot of promise in a lot of these community tournaments.
Yeah, I love these two because you do get introduced into new player names, and then, you know, when ODL comes around again, you'll see them sort of in like the Division 2 teams, and then if their Division 2 teams does well, then you'll start seeing them in Bluebirds, in RLO, and then Division 1 ODL, and then the next thing you know, they're on squads that are like fighting top 16 in RLCS proper. Like, you see the growth from a lot of the players within this region, and it does start in events like this. So once again, a big shout out and a big thank you to Bendigo for putting this on in conjunction with AEL. I love these events. I love discovering new players and seeing, you know, where they will go next. Again, Civics is going to be one that we're going to be remembering, I feel like, regardless of where What a Save does place. I mean, individually, the mechanics speak for themselves. Would love to see this guy on a team with other players of similar level.
Oh, taken away at the last second, but Galactic, they're improving. We're talking about improvement. We're seeing it right now at a Galactic. It's only a 2-goal game. That is a huge difference from the previous matches, but it will open up into a 3rd goal. Dolmeister has really been coming forward in this series. Yeah,
Dolmeister has had a few of those big plays, and credit to them for finding those, as we do see a 3-0 lead at the moment. Again, kind of feel like that's just going to be the way of this series unless we saw that stylistic change, which, to be honest, while we've been seeing more consistent touches, we haven't seen too much of aggressive play, and as a result, it's still been quite a one-sided affair.
Super Sweat just touched that back.
I'm so surprised that didn't go in.
That's quite a lot of the problem when you get these players who are clearly geared towards one's play. If they see a ball, they're going to touch it, and that's not necessarily what you want to do. That was a very poor choice there, and I've seen it a couple of times in this series from them. You have to get on top of that. You have to communicate, know where your teammates are, and work on that game sense as well, because a lot of game sense is knowing where your teammates are instinctively.
Yeah, I do agree. And again, if you want to look at the players been doing it's been that one right there, the person who finds the save, who is now looking to go the other way off the roof. Late flip, It's not going to be enough to score the goal, but it will be enough to set up the teammate, Dolmeister, who has always been that right-hand man, does make it 4-0.
I don't want to be that guy, but all of the best players are on PC. Just
Oh, yeah, of course.
putting it out there, guys.
PCs for the win.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing
that's the
Switch,
one,
in which case Switch for the win.
yeah, if you're playing Switch and you're doing well in this tournament, it's you for the win, frankly.
Absolutely.
Way to midfield.
Switch players unite. You know what? I think I might start maining Switch Rocket League. I think that's going to be my
We
next.
should organize a Switch exclusive tournament.
Oh, I mean, I've done those. They're called the Fuse Cup. Anyways, underneath, Civics is going to go ahead and keep dribbling this one forward. Now, eventually, they do run into a bit of contact as we see what... Oh, 2 swings and misses. That's a bit awkward. Rebel Frog not going to get there in time. Gaze will follow it up back that other way. Civics has a peek. Now has a touch and a second and a third and through the corner we go, but the ball's taken away.
And as the final 100 seconds come in here, Gaze putting away, it's absolutely secured for what a save. They're going to get the 3-0 sweep again. I know we've seen a lot of them, but you know, you do get that. You do get that in these tournaments. Dolmeister, another one. It is good to see the rest of the team stepping up. Civex giving them that space to do so, and that's where they're going to get that chance to learn a lot on the attacking side. I do feel like they get a lot playing with somebody like Civex, particularly on the defensive side of things, because that's where they're going to have to perform the most. But when you get this chance, when he opens up the field for you and gives you that space, that's when players like Gaze and Dolmeister are going to get opportunities. Gaze, that's actually a good touch, but it's just wide. I do feel bad for the man.
They've had a lot of those near moments.
Oh, Civex.
Yeah.
Damn
6-0. Uh-oh. We're 2 goals away from the funny numbers. Is it going to happen? I don't know, but Civics...
Are we predicting the funny number?
I'm predicting the funny score. I think we're going to get it. I have a strong feeling we're going to get to it. As we do have 1:03 remaining. Civics with the dribble, and doesn't get the reset that time. A rare misstep.
He's going to go for it again. It's fine. He's just going to send up a second time.
But therein lies the problem, right? Like, no one stepped forward to challenge them.
Yeah.
That entire time.
Absolutely.
Just let Civics do whatever they want, and then, oh no, surprise Pikachu face, we lose.
I love that you just memed vocally. That was Civex, good flip reset on that just to maintain his position near the ball, but this time not given any space. Oh, Rebel Frog, the flip reset. Civex does get a touch on it. Dude, you've got to let one through for the funny number. Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get it this time. I was hopeful, but
it would have been that goal, though. Like, that's the one you let through.
Exactly.
Right?
And then you get another 0-second goal because, you want what a save to pop up as the final score line says 7-1. Instead, the final score line is probably going to say 6-0. That's all well and good. The important score line is 3-0 as what a save. They get their job done. They advance through the group stages at 6-1.
They do indeed, and that's going to secure the positions there as well. No confirmed results yet, but that should set up some really good stuff. Homer 1 as the number 1 team. What a save coming through as second, third as Goon Squad, and fourth as Galactic. So, I mean, like, some really big step-ups there. I think Goon Squad coming through is a good thing. If any of the teams outside of those... That one team we saw actually go down to what a save earlier, which was Big M's.
Yeah, that was the Big M's who did win.
It would have been Goon Squad for me.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If Big M's win their last game, actually, against Goon Squad, they get through, and that's the result that hasn't come in yet.
Yeah.
So that's what we're waiting
Galactic, on. But, yeah,
it might not be.
Should be a tiebreaker there.
No, if Big M's win, that's 3-3-1. That's better than 3-4-0. They would actually get the nod.
Oh, right. Yep.
So Big M's right now are actually playing to still make it in, which, seeing how Big M's played before, I think it would suit them. I think they would do. I mean, but Rebel Frog also played well. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to think who deserves that number 4 spot.
interesting because only those top 3 teams get any prize money. If they do make that 4th spot, depending on the bracket,
It's
could
double
go
elim.
very well for them or very badly.
I mean, it's double elim, so they'll have a chance for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
But
true.
I'm so curious to see how this plays out. I almost want to turn it into like a podcast. Do we just sit and wait and see it until it comes through? I don't think that's the most entertaining though for everyone else. So we probably are gonna end on a cliffhanger. That doesn't feel right either, though.
No, keep them wanting. They're gonna come back next week and find out, and that's what's gonna happen. I'll be there, Max. I think you're not gonna be there for the final. That's disappointing for everyone.
I'm
man.
just ruined. I'm a party pooper. I'm ruining it for everyone. Sorry.
No more obscure Max references.
I may have. Look, you know what? That's fourth wall breaking stuff. I won't go into it, but yeah, this is gonna do it for me for the Bendigo Cup. But I leave it in your great hands. Obviously, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be an amazing final day, and I will be finding ways to watch it. So fret not.
Absolutely, I'll handle it, but we will miss you, man. So yeah, stay tuned for the finals next week.